Mahinda Most Venerable Professor Ittademaliye Indrasara Thero and all the other religious leaders. Gauravaniya Swami Wahansa, Uba Wahansege Sapaminima Itama Gaurava Purvakava Piliganwa Agya Karanawa. Chief guest of the inaugural convocation of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, the 5th Executive President and Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. We are expecting him at any moment from now on. Guest of honor today, Vidya Jyoti Professor KKYW Pereira. Keynote speaker, His Excellency Mr. Dennis Chaibi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Delegation of the European Union to Sri Lanka. Mr. Anurag Disanayaka, Mr. Anuradha Vijayakon, Secretaries of the Ministries. The Board of Directors of SLTC and SLT. Mr. Ajitadi Soiza and all the other special invitees today who have a very special place in the heart of SLTC. Fellow members of the Governing Council of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, members of the Senate, faculty members and administrative staff, my beloved wife Dr. Ajita and rest of the family members of our staff, dear parents and my dear graduates of class of 2019. I would like to warmly welcome you to the inaugural convocation of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, the General Convocation 2021. Each one of you sitting here today are special to me and to the university. You are carefully chosen for this event, knowing that you have put your heart and soul to this at any occasion during our journey up to now. First and foremost, my most heartfelt congratulations goes out to class of 2019, the first ever batch of graduates of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. Thank you so much for making us proud and making this day special. It's close to a decade now since the idea of SLTC conceived in my mind. At time, I had been in the industry more than 15 years. I noticed the quality of graduate entering into the industry was rapidly deteriorating or declining. I actually didn't mean the sense of the subject knowledge, but in terms of those core values and skills that make someone a professional who can serve to the society and to the economy of the country. As years went on, this became alarmingly clear to me, and that really made me critically reflect on my own university experience. I realized that there was actually little I had learned in terms of subject knowledge, but I rather used my university experience to upskill myself. So I wanted to build a place where curious, enthusiastic, energetic students can come and be independent. I would like to stress that word, be independent, and develop themselves into productive professionals while being part of something bigger. I was so lucky to have met people who believe this vision and who were willing to take it to the next step together with me. So it's very proud day for me. And also I know the rest of the founding members who shared this vision, and our entire faculty and my beloved staff and all the other stakeholders who are responsible for making this life goal come true for our graduates sitting in front of here. This day is also memorable. Since making you all graduate, we have created a university with its true sense of the word. With the successful completion of this ceremony today, we are meeting all the essential thresholds that a university should accomplish. And it will move on to an institution that operates in a smooth and well-ordered cycle from now on. I am confident we are now marching towards becoming the first purposely built, fully fledged research university of Sri Lanka, a place where you all be the pioneers. It's noteworthy, our per faculty publication is highest in the country. And His Excellency Ambassador, I should also mention that the generous support that the European Union extended to us by considering SLTC for European research grants. Even being the youngest in the industry, youngest in the higher education industry in the country, we are actually serving as a member of 4 of such big grants. During this journey, there are several individuals who put their professional lives at risk and poured their time and energy into this worthy cause. Let me mention the names. They are so important to me. Mr. Chandima Pereira, Ms. Pabasara Amaravardhana, Mr. Nuwan Sanjeeva Rajapaksa, Mr. Susanta Kumara, Ms. Lydia Mascarenas, Mr. Miran Fernando, Ms. Himali Krishnaratna, Mr. Mahesh Silva, Mr. Namesh Matararachi, Dinoshi Kumanayaka, and Kasun. You embarked on this journey at a time when the rest of the world didn't believe that this project will come to fruition. The exceptional contribution that you made by you from day one up until now was made this day possible. And I am deeply indebted to you. In fact, I would not be able to stand here without you being beside me throughout this journey. So let me have the honor of being you on stage together with me, even today, the most special day of the SLTC up until now. I am glad if you join with me on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I would very kindly like to invite you to join with me to appreciate this lovely, wonderful, amazing bunch of people who actually brought me to this stage today. I would like to request you all to join with me for a big round of applause for those wonderful people. They actually deserve it. Thank you so much. Their tireless work usually go unnoticed in a country that we are living in, especially. I hope it's so right that we took the time now to appreciate them. Thank you so much. My apologies. I know I'm not doing a standard convocation speech by your Vice Chancellor. This is our first and thought of challenging the status quo again. I believe it's worth appreciating and recognizing people who created this wonderful institution rather than being sticking to a tradition. I hope you will bear with me. And I hope His Excellency Ambassador will definitely bridge the gap during his keynote. My warm gratitude extends also to our advisory panel led by Professor KKYW Pereira, Professor Sanjeeva Maitripala, along with Dr. Pascual, Professor Nimal Lekanayaka, Dr. Harsha Subhasingha, Professor S.R.D. Rosa, late Professor Indraratna, Mr. Lalit Veeratunga, Mr. Kalinga Indrasissa, Dr. Lalit Vijayatunga, Ms. Chandrika Fernando, and all the others who became part of this eminent panel time to time during the journey. Thank you so much, everybody, for guiding me and my team to build this university, which we all can be proud today. Next, to the absolute backbone of this institution, our academic faculty, which began with life of Dr. Udesh, I hope he is here, Dr. Chandani, now to our 200 and growing faculty. Thank you so much. Your resilience in everything that has come our way continues to astound me. I have no doubt that SLTC in the best hands as we continue to go. Looking at our graduates today, you should be deeply proud of what you have achieved here. Congratulations for the wonderful job done. Actually, the total stated capital for this project is just 390 million rupees, less than $2 million US. I believe the lowest investment ever for a modern day university, with more than 25 approved degrees and more than 3,000 students. Isn't it amazing? I believe that this is the power of incredible people, not the buildings, not the beauty of what we did, but the wonderful set of people and their untiring efforts and their unwillingness to settle for nothing but excellence. Your efforts have made possible the unwavering foundation from which thousands of students will build their future on. And there are no words to describe the magnitude of that. But the lives of our students that they will live will surely be evidence for it. I came to know yesterday night that all of my graduates who are taking the certificates today have already been employed. Don't you think that that is amazing as well? There is another group of people who I have to bring up today. They are none other than the parents of these young ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for believing our vision and trusting us on your own children's future. People usually won't make such decisions. I hope that we have lived up to all what you have dreamed for them, and we promise to you to become better version of ourselves every day. සියලුම අම්මලා තාත්තලාට මගේ ගෞරවනීය සූතිය පුද කරන්න කැමතියි මේ වෙලාවේ ඔබතුමාලා ගත්ත ඒ ධෛර්යවන්ත තීරණය ගැන. විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් නැතුව නමක් විතරක් තිබිච්ච තැනකට ඔබතුමාලාගේ සහ ඔබතුමියලාගේ දරුවන්ගේ අනාගතය බාර දීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් මම විශ්වාස කරනවා අපි මේ වගකීම ඔබතුමාලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙච්ච පමණට හෝ ඊට වැඩි ඉටු කරා කියලා. ගොඩාක් ස්තුතියි අප ගැන ලැබූ විශ්වාසයට. I think I came to the last part of my speech. I should talk a bit about my own graduates. As I've been telling every day, you are very special to SLTC. You are so special. You cannot be replaced by any individual who come and start learning in this university. You are the founders of this place. And you had the courage to join a university with just a name, but no evidence as to what it could offer to you or what will it be. Today you have become the very evidence itself. That's the beauty of it. We together created the entire ecosystem of SLTC. I know, while battling many hardships, my heartfelt gratitude goes to each one of you for being part of that wonderful team. Proud to be part of that team as well. Let's celebrate. We have created a university. It's very rare opportunity that an individual can make that statement. You are part of it. And you are privileged to be the first set of ambassadors of what SLT can offer to this nation. You have a responsibility too in future. As the first batch of graduates, you have restored our faith in our commitment towards the quality higher education, which we haven't compromised at any cost. You always took up the challenge of being in university, which cherished being different from the others. We adapted new teaching methodologies and we adapted into online teaching. We did it fast and we became the first who adapted online teaching in entire university system. We always embrace the fact of achieving new heights in standard and quality. We have prepared you to be professional with the right attitude and self-assurance. To face future that is imperatively fraught with unforeseen problems. I did believe that we could, and now I know we have changed the landscape of higher education system in Sri Lanka. To be a member of the SLTC family is to be a part of most unique journey of challenging the status quo, which is the massive transformative purpose of our growth strategy. Seeing you all challenging yourself, both personally and professionally, and emerge stronger has been the most rewarding part of my experience in SLTC. On this special day, as you reflect on your journey at SLTC, I hope that you will take away great memories which you experienced and a lot of friendships together with you and complete university experience which we have been trying to give you. Never forget, wherever life takes you, you will be part of SLTC. The world awaits you, and I invite you to walk with confidence. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It is my greatest honor to introduce our keynote speaker today, His Excellency Mr. Dennis Chaibi, who is the present EU Ambassador to Sri Lanka and the Maldives, at the very first convocation of the Sri Lanka Technological Campus, starting his career in the Belgian Ministry of Foreign Affairs during the Belgian presidency of the EU in 1993. His Excellency Mr. Chaibi went on to the embassy in Madrid. He then moved to the European Union, where he spent a number of years working on trade issues, specializing in China and in high-profile investigations involving the US, Japan and other trade giants. He was the deputy head of the EU delegation in Nicosia during the EU-Cyprus accession negotiation and Annan plan put forward by the UN to solve the Cyprus problem. In 2004, he was appointed as an Assistant European Correspondent, focusing to the European Commission's input in EU Common Foreign and Security Policy, covering the Middle East and Asia. He continued his work on Asia by focusing on India and organizing 4 EU-India summits. He became the diplomatic advisor and member of the Cabinet of Commissioners Georgieva in 2010, dealing with humanitarian assistance and crisis response. This was followed by a stint at the EU delegation in Washington before coming back to work for Ms. Georgieva, who in the meantime had become Vice President of the European Commission. As senior member and the Deputy Chief of Staff, he covered budgetary and human resources issues. His Excellency Mr. Chaibe came back to wider Middle East issues by organizing the first Brussels conference on Syria in 2017. Shortly afterward, he became the head of the task force Iran in the EU, in charge of coordinating the work for the international community regarding the implementation of the nuclear deal with Iran. His expertise goes beyond administration. In parallel to this administrative career, he has given courses at Brussels Free University, Boston University, and Cyprus Institution. And he has also taken sabbatical to teach at Yale. He has degrees in law, political science, European studies, international law, and LLM from the prestigious University of Cambridge. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency Mr. Denis Chaibe. Over to you, sir.
President of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, Engineer Rubasinga, guest of honor, Professor Pereira, Senior Advisor to His Excellency the President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Viratunga, University Council members of SLTC, distinguished invitees, SLTC academic and non-academic staff members, representatives of the private sector, parents of the graduates and other family members, dear students of class of 2019, ladies and gentlemen. It is a true honor for me to deliver a keynote speech at such momentous occasion as today. The first batch, made of 106 new STEM graduates, will leave this theatre with a completed degree and diploma in hand. Congratulations to all of you, well done. When I was invited here to come and speak, I was thinking, what can I possibly bring to such an important group of young, bright Sri Lankan engineers? Myself being a graduate in law and political science. So what I cannot bring is expertise in your field of studies. But one does not require a technical understanding of a subject to recognize its importance, in particular its importance for society. What is clear is that so many things we take for granted in today's society, like internet, renewable energy, electrical car, would not be possible without people specialized in science and technology. Just take the number one fundamental issue for us all, climate change. Transition to a climate-neutral society is both an urgent challenge and an opportunity to build a better future for all of us. This is an area where the European Union and its 27 member states have taken strong measures and already committed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 55% by 2030, and this is just a step towards net zero emissions by 2050. This is at the heart of the EU Green Deal policy. And how are we going to achieve that? While all parts of society and economic sectors will play an important role, it is primarily by investing in sustainable technological solutions that we will reach this target. We must support the transition to digitalization and a resource-efficient circular economy. And as we invest more in these areas, we will need more people with the right skills, and most certainly engineers with your degrees will be in high demand. While it is quite obvious that we need power engineers to roll out renewable energy, civil engineers to design buildings to protect us from natural hazards, and digital specialists to ensure improved access to a fast and reliable internet, what about less obvious areas such as tourism and health, which are also crucial for Sri Lanka? Well, tourism is dependent on travel, and travel needs to adapt to today's world. We need new technologies that make travel safer and greener. And with regards to health, imagine how much you can contribute in making better medical treatments and machines to save lives. The COVID pandemic has made us all acutely aware of this. And for example, engineers are those who can ensure that the production of vaccine goes much faster, or the production of medicines through bioengineering is also delivered more promptly. And to still talk about the pandemic, to complete a degree during a pandemic is no small achievement. Vice Chancellor Rupasinghe explained how the university moved very fast to digital lecture, and while you may regret not to have been on campus during part of your studies and lived a normal student life and less parties, just imagine how much you have learned from this experience and how resilient you have become. And also how unique you are as a group. You may not think about it today, but when you look back at this day some years ahead, you will recognize this achievement. My experience of Sri Lanka is that people define by saying, I was in the network of Royal, or I was in the network of St. Thomas, or Ananda, or Peradeniya, but I'm pretty sure that now there will be the network of SLTC. So now, as you go out there in the world, you will choose different paths. Some of you will try and get a job in the industry right away, and as the Vice Chancellor said, you may already have something lined up. Others may look at, other studies in Sri Lanka or abroad. No matter your career aspirations, to be a successful professional and create a positive impact in the world, you must be self-motivated and continually aspire to improve and reach great heights. The skills and work ethic you have developed through your studies will be a strength in this journey you will now embark on. As Vice Chancellor Rupasinghe mentioned, SLTC is already involved with the EU Erasmus program. As you may be aware, Erasmus Plus is the EU program to support education, training, youth and sports in Europe, and also have links with the world. So the new Erasmus program for 2021-27 has been launched, and we have now doubled the financing to allow more students to participate. It provides excellent opportunities to study abroad, to have traineeships, apprenticeship and staff exchanges in all subject areas. Erasmus Plus targets scholarship for master studies at European universities, and you can find all the information related to that online. I'm pretty sure that as SLTC graduate you will have no problems in finding that online. So to participate in this highly competitive program will expose you to new ideas and innovation. This will bring you transferable skills and at the same time increase your market value. And most importantly, it makes young people more grounded, open-minded and respectful of different cultures and ways of life. So let me finish by a quote from Theodore von Karman that I think is very telling of the huge value you bring into a society and the potential you have to bring positive change. So Theodore von Karman said, "Scientists study the world as it is. Engineers create the world that has never been." So today you can be proud of yourselves in what you have accomplished. but also be proud and grateful to those who have supported you in reaching where you are today. I'm thinking of your parents, your friends, your professors, and many others. So now it's time for celebration. I wish you all the best for the future, and go create tomorrow's world. Thank you.
Award-winning individual. He was the only student to be awarded a presidential scholarship to join the very first batch, the class of 2019 of Sri Lanka Technological Campus from Kegor district in 2016. He has always been able to shine bright and showcase his multiple talents while bringing a positive reputation to the campus. He completed his primary and secondary education at Kagalu Vidyalaya, Kegor, which helped him develop himself through many co-curricular activities and has served his alma mater as the school head prefect in the year 2013-14. At Sri Lanka Technological Campus, he was given the responsibility to be the class representative of the first batch and further was appointed as the Vice President of the Student Interactive Society, which is the main student body of the campus. He was also the lead operations in the University Student Enterprise, which was initiated to take out the young entrepreneur inside undergraduates of SLTC. He was instrumental in initiating many clubs and societies in Sri Lanka Technological Campus, such as SLTC Model United Nations and IEEE student branch of SLTC. And most importantly, he was the charter president of the Leo Club of SLTC, which was the first ever international organization established at SLTC. In the same year, under his leadership, the Leo Club of Sri Lanka Technological Campus was able to bring glory by being recognized as the best Leo Club of Sri Lanka at the Leo Multiple District Conference. Most Outstanding New Club President 2017, Best New Leo 2017, Most Popular Leo 2017, Most Outstanding Immediate Past Club President 2017, Best Camper at the Leo Youth Camp 2018 are some of his key achievements in the Leo arena. It is not only nationally that Mr. Nawat has conquered the Leo movement. He has received international awards that includes 100% Club President Award in the year 2017, Leo Medal of the Honor in the year 2018, and finally, the highest recognition a Leo can get, the Leo of the Year Award in 2020. Moving up the ladder, he is currently serving as the District President of the Leo District 306A2, which is one of the leading among the 6 Leo districts in Sri Lanka. Moving on to his academic achievements, he completed his degree in Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Power Systems with flying colours, where his final year project received the Best Final Year Project Student Research Award in 2019. Even after completing his studies at SLTC, he stands by and serves his alma mater as the president of the very first Alumni Association of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. He has undergone his industrial training at Broadlands Hydropower Project of Ceylon Electricity Board and currently works as a junior NPI engineer at GPV Lanka Private Limited, which is a multinational company and one of the biggest electronics manufacturing service providers in the world. Mr. Nawat Kiriwattuluwa can be undoubtedly introduced as one of the most multi-talented, inspirational and renowned graduates of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. I would like to cordially invite Mr. Nawat Kiriwattuluwa on stage.
very good morning to everyone. The Gauroniya, Pujaniya, Sangaratni Hausarai, and the guest of honor, Professor KKYW, and the ambassador from the European Union, Mr. Denis Chaibi, and all the academic and non-academic staff members, the very beloved and respected non-academic and academic staff members, including our very own founder president, CEO of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, Engineer Rajapaksa, and all the guests, invitees, and my dear parents, and all the family members, and my dear fellow graduates who are here today. It is indeed a pleasure and a very huge honor for me being here addressing you all in the very first graduation of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. This is a moment of a dream realization. So this is one of the biggest occasions that we were waiting for. This is the opportunity that we have to shine. So indeed, this is a miracle that we see here today. So I still remember the first day that we joined SLTC as very fresh undergraduates, and when we joined there, we didn't have the idea what we should do, what we should learn. But we, together with Sri Lanka Technological Campus, we grew together. We grew along the way. We saw a university being made. So we are the happiest and we are the proudest among all of the graduates, all of the students of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, seeing the place that Sri Lanka Technological Campus is today. So we've made many memories, very happy memories, memorable memories that we gained along the way. So if you ask from each and every parent of here, the time that we've been at homes are very little. The time that we were at the campus, it was more than we been at this home. Why? Sri Lanka Technological Campus, it was just not a university for us. It was like a home for us. We loved being there, and it gave us many opportunities, and that made us who we are today. The young professionals who are ready to be joining this industry, and again, as our founder president CEO mentioned, to challenge the status quo. We are ready for that. So I really thank all the non-academic and academic staff members who facilitated us and gave their maximum to make us who we are today. So I thank them and respect them a lot. So again, thank you for that. So, my dear parents, because of you, we are here today. Because of your commitments and all the things that you have given, we are so grateful, and we love you all as your children. So, my dear fellow graduates, now we are about to enter the challenging environment, the challenging situations that we have to face. We as SLTC graduates, we are ready. We are ready to stand up, we are ready to shine, we are ready to lead. So, as SLTC graduates, let's challenge the status quo and let's do marvels. So, I invite all of my fellow graduates to rise up and give the university pledge with me. As a graduate of Sri Lanka Technological Campus, I pledge to be virtuous, an exemplary individual in every thought, word and deed, to respect and treat all others as equals, and be an example of inclusivity and kindness. I pledge that I shall always uphold the dignity and integrity of my profession and the honor of my university. I pledge to fulfill my duties and contribute my skills and knowledge with the best intentions towards the growth of humanity. Thank you.
I declare this convocation open for conferment of degrees. I have the honor to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Telecommunication be conferred on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
Sivabalan Metushan. Dayanika Pelintarasa. Kristogu Baduge Kavinda Ravishan Karunathilaka. Kottagodage Sapun Taraka Fernando. Madhumagamage Amali Shashikala Kumari Rajakaruna. Gallage Don Heshan Niranga. Kumarage Don Naveen Naveenta Kumarage. හේමානි පබෝදා වික්‍රම සෙනවිරත්න. රණවක ආරච්චිලාගේ සඳුනි උවන්තිකා හේරත්. විදුමිත් විමන්ත පෙරේරා. රයිගමගේ සුදර්ශි මහේෂිකා. අගලගම මලවරගේ මధుෂිකා හංසනී රණසිංහ. රණගෙදර ලියනාරච්චිගේ පේමාල් යසිත්. ශාරංගා විනෝසිරි. මඩවල කංකානම්ගේ පසින්දු මලින්ග. නවීනා නිත්‍යානන්දන්. කමලනාදන් අමිර්ත වර්ෂාන්. අබේ ගුණසේකරගේ ඉසුරු ධනංජය. नागेश्वरन मोविदास. Second class honors lower division Sadev Metmal Kalubovila. ලොකු මරක්කල සුපිපි හියත්මා. මොහමඩ් අන්සා මොහමඩ් ෆාරිස්. හේවසිංහ පතිරණගේ ධනුෂි කවින්ද්‍යා විජේවර්ධන. Yvonne John Aloysius. Second class honors upper division ගොඩපොකුවේ ගෙදර ඒකනායක මුදියන්සේලාගේ සගී ලක්දිනු ඒකනායක. කරුණාහරන් විදුෂාන්. අධිකාරී ගෙදර චමරි ලක්මාලි. ලියනවන්නේ ආරච්චිගේ සමීර ලක්ෂාන්. तुआन मोहम्मद सुएब मोहम्मद नफली. First class honors Devadasan Ben Roshnan.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Telecommunication on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council resolves that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Telecommunication be conferred in absentia on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
General Pass Vinura Sudam Karunaratna.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer in absentia the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Telecommunication on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Electronics and Power Systems be conferred on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
General Pass Ramesh Madhava Dahanayaka Liyanage. अधिकारी मुद्यांसेलागे हर्षण विवरंग. කපුගම ඊගණගේ මල්ෂාන් රවිදු එශාන්ත. සූරියගේ ගෝවින්ද අංජන සේනාවර්ධන. දිසානායක මුදියන්සලාගේ බානුක සඳකැලුම්. ඉලන්දාරිගේ සඳුන් ගාමිණී ඉලේසිංහ. दिनेश उदयांग वितानगे. ईशान उदान एकनायक. औषध नेवुम यटमलगल पतिरन. දියපත්තුගම විදානලාගේ ශනිල සමරසිංහ. අසුරසිංහ රාජමන්ත්‍රී ප්‍රසාදිනී වික්‍රමසිංහ. Muhammad Abu Bakar Muhammad Sukri. Jayveer Muhandiramlage Gulshan Pinch Jayveer. දසනායක මුදියන්සලාගේ චාමිකා නිර්මාණි. කිරිවත්තුඩුවගේ නවෝත් ශානුක චන්දිමාල් කිරිවත්තුඩුව. Vitanage Don Praveen Ernest. Galhenage Jitma Induvara Senaratna. Bhagya Malinta Praneeth Jnanaratna. Disanayaka Mudiyanselage Aruna Shanaka Dihanayaka. Sasanka Prabodhya Gamage. ब्राह्मण हेतिये गायत्री पुष्पक गुणरत्न. गयेशा गिम्हानी त्रिपुरगे. Second class honors lower division Vishalya Panchalini Suryarachi. Uyanagevage Nelaka Taruksha. අලුත්වල ආචාර්යගේ ජීත්මි ජනිත්‍ර ඖෂධි අලුත්වල. Second class honors upper division කාර්යවසම් පතිරණගේ සදීෂා සරිත්මා. හපන් වීරලාගේ අංජන මදුෂාන් දිසානායක. फ़ातिमा शमीहा अजमाल.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Power Systems, on those who are presented by the head of the engineering school. I have the honour to report that, on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council resolved that the degrees of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Power Systems be conferred in absentia on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
General Pass Mohammad Hasni Junaideen.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer in absentia the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Power Systems on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that, on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Engineering Management be conferred on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
General Pass Pedro Handige Kavini Sakintana Silva. Rajapaksa Mudyanselaage Kamidu Dulshan Hasan Rajapaksa. Dilshani Vijayasiri Gunawardana. Savini Vimanti Vikramasinghe. Yasasmi Utpalavanna Paramullage. Vicenti Baduge Isuru Uditamala. Alahakon Mudyanselage Sasimali Deshani Kumari Alahakon. Second class honours lower division Urubokage Chamatka Lakshani. Panambarage Ursula Gayadeshi Salimulika Fernando. Kalutantri Patavali Rasima Sugandhi.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Engineering Management on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that, on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Engineering Management be conferred in absentia on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
ජෙනරල් පාස් කරුණාතිලක මුද්‍යන්සලාගේ සංජුකා හිමංශනී නීලතරංගී කරුණාතිලක.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer in absentia the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Electronics and Engineering Management on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Civil Engineering, be conferred on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
වෛදීකන් තනපාල සිංහම්. හේනක කාලලාගේ කෞෂ බුදාගොඩගේ දෝන විසුවි සජනිකා බුදාගොඩ. දේවගේ ඊශානි විරෝනිකා දාබදේ. कर्लिंग जयचंद्रन. अधिकारी आरक्षक चरित निहिरंग. हेट्टी आरक्षक चमल अनुराध हेट्टी आरक्षक. कत्री आरक्षक चामर पैतुम रानावत. बंबरगम हेवायलागे मनुषा रसांगी विजयरत्न. Second class honours lower division. देवल आरक्षक जनित हर्षण आर्यपाल. Second class honours upper division Yasit Nuan Hirivattuduwa. First class honours Mapa Gunatilaka Mudyanselage Shalita Hemanda Bandara Edipola. Rajapaksa Padiraja Lage Ramsiri Pradeep Rajapaksa.
By authority vested in me as the President, I confer in absentia the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Civil Engineering, on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering. I have the honour to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering, in Mechatronics Engineering, be conferred on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
General Pass Uwakdandava Narayanage Chatura Viduranga Jayanta. විජේලත් පේඩිගේ රෂේන් දිල් නතාෂ ලක්මිදු ඉලේසිංහ शिवबाल शर्मा श्रीवत्स्य शर्मा हेरत मुद्यांसेलागे लोचना इंदीवरी हेरत जयतुगे सचिन दिलशान फर्नांडो गम्मुदु अत्तगे यमिक सफिर रुचित रविंद्र रणवकर सेकंड क्लास ऑनर्स लोअर डिविजन यापा बंडार मुद्यांसे लागे रश्मिक समीर बंडार यापा राजपक्ष पतिरंगलागे तरिंदा इंदुमिनी राजपक्ष सेकंड क्लास ऑनर्स अपर डिविजन निम्रोड बलराज मोहम्मद रश्मि अहमद
By the authority vested in me as the President, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Engineering in Mechatronics Engineering on those who are presented by the head of the School of Engineering.
President, I have the honor to report that on the recommendation of the Senate, the Council has resolved that the awards and medals be awarded as per the following. Academic Awards. President's List Medals. Devadasan Ben Roshan. मापा गुरुतिलक मुद्यांसे लागे शालित केमंत बंडार कैंपोल School of Engineering Best Performance Medal Devadasan Ben Roshan. Piyasena Ubasinghe and Chandra Ubasinghe Memorial Award for Academic Excellence. Deva Dasan Ben Washington. I cordially invite Vidyajyoti Professor K.K. Y.W. Pereira to join the President to give away the next award. Professor K.K. Y.W. Pereira Award for Electronics Engineering. Devadasan Ben Krishnan. I cordially invite His Excellency Mr. Dennis Chaibi, Ambassador, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Delegation of the European Union to Sri Lanka, to join the President to give away the next set of awards. Research Awards. Bronze Medal for the Best Contribution for Research and Innovation. Sadev Metmal Kalubovile. Silver Medal for Best Contribution for Research and Innovation. Hambange Don Jayanga Tanuka Samarasinghe. Gold Medal for Best Contribution for Research and Innovation. Wadakumbuwe Gedara Ekanayaka Mutyanselage Sagi Lakdinu Ekanayaka. Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis Chaibi. I cordially invite Dr. Lalit Veeratunga, Principal Advisor to His Excellency the President of Sri Lanka, on stage to give away the next set of awards. University Award for Best Research. Hambange Don Jayanga Tanuka Samarasinghe. Bronze Medal for Outstanding Contribution to University Life. Sadev Metmal Kalubovile. Silver medal for outstanding contribution to university life. Ranagedaka Liyanarachige Pemal Yasit. Gold medal for outstanding contribution to university life. Kirivattuduwage Navoth Chanuka Chandimal Kirivattuduwa. Thank you very much, Dr. Rikatunga. I cordially invite President of Sri Lanka Technological Campus to give away the final Overall Excellence Award. Engineer Ranjit G. Rubasinghe University Award for Overall Excellence. Kirivattuduwage Navoth Shanuka Chandimalu Kirivattuduwa.
I declare that the convocation is closed.
President, I have the honor to report that the conferment of the degrees for the year 2021 has been completed and request to sign the register of graduates of Convocation 2021.
Please remain standing until the President's procession leaves the hall.